streets and taverns has all been about the so-called death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding towards death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received the miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. You have gathered at the house of a woman called Sindra Sylvain. Some of you know her previously because you kind of did a mission for her. But you've all been invited to the home of Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. A uniform attendant leads you up a grand staircase to a third floor, then ushers you into a wood-panelled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly panelled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks and shelves and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled up maps and charts. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't discern a gender because only the person's head emerges from under a heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask conceal the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourselves to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that.
Is this the original person we met or someone else?
It is the original person that you met. She was one of the ones who asked, well, I don't think Barley was there, but asked you to help the Harpers encounter the Lich.
Anyway, Sana nods in response and goes over and pours herself out a generous goblet of wine, but then goes and stands, doesn't sit.
She nods and takes no offence. Thank you to those of you who helped us previously against the Lich. It was perhaps cruel of us to ask you to attempt such a bold undertaking, but it all came good in the end. You see, we have learnt from her some secrets about what we think is causing the death curse, which, as you can see, has also affected me. I was an adventurer years ago. I died once and was raised from the dead. I've since closed the door on that stage of my life. The death curse you've heard about has struck me. I don't know how much longer I'll last before I perish. Clerics have no help to offer. They're stymied by what's happening. With your help, the Harpers have learnt that the cause of the death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. According to their sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere in Chult. Chult is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests. Enormous reptiles, savage goblins and an army of undead prowl its jungles and ruins. Mapping the place has always been nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography beyond a few miles of the coast. And that rainforest has triggered my auto sound thing. 1 second, let me turn it off.
It is a spit of land that goes out into the sea.
Yes, a very large one at that. 1,000 miles by 1,000 miles, I believe the peninsula covers. So it will be a tough task to find an item in such a large area.
And it was rumored to be the gods of old, Balin.
However, working from dozens of sea charts, logbooks and explorers' journals, I assembled everything known about the current state of Chult into one map. I'll provide it to you if you undertake my mission. if you're ready to depart, I'll teleport you to Port Nyranzaru, the only major settlement in Chult. I've been there several times before, so there's a little chance of mishap. At this point, it looks like Syndra has actually presumed you're going to help her. If you would, I would like you to venture to Chult and find the Soulmonger, and if possible put a stop to this death curse and save my life and the life of many others. As a reward, if you accomplish this task, I'll be happy to offer you any magic item of your choosing that I can get my hands upon.
I would relish the opportunity to explore the land alone. Anything that can be done to help this situation in the meantime, I am glad to assist.
Yes, you're right, Sana. The primordial Ubteo has since left that land, but in that time there's been a troubled land. A once proud people lived there and a great civilization, but that has now been lost to undead and other perils.
No, primate is a monkey. This was a god, Balin. Ubtao was a powerful but jealous god.
That he was. So
I meant
if
to be white, didn't you say that? Oops.
Why didn't I say what? Primordial means ancient and powerful.
Yes, it said the primordials at one point warred with the gods, and Ubteo, he took sides with the gods against the primordials, his own kind, and as rewards the gods gave him the domain of Chult, the peninsula. It has grown up bearing his mark.
Sanna's listening very intently to every word that's coming out of Syndral's mouth.
She'll point, Lionel, would you get that map down from the shelf, please?
Of course. Wander over. Carefully remove the map.
And spread it out there. It is the map that I have managed to piece together of what I can find out about the peninsula.
Place goblets on either corner. Something heavy, books or something. To keep it curling.
What's that noise? Drummy.
Somebody
Type
typing,
in.
I think.
Badger.
As you can see, what is known as mostly the regions around the coast, the interior is so deadly, few who venture there return.
The coast looks dangerous
I'm waiting for the image.
for a larger ship.
They help to tell you how far you may travel in a day, Balin.
It's going to be a long trip.
Just grey.
Just for understanding how far is that
We're
away?
only seeing the outside of the map because we haven't explored the internals yet.
Not fair, mine's not loaded. I want to see the map.
I'm not seeing it. I've got it right in front of me. I've got the sea, I've got the landmass.
Whoa.
It just zoomed
I
out.
was saying that. I think mine might have crashed because on the chat, the last thing I've got is, well, we're getting paid. Did you mention ?
Oh, there's two things after that.
So the peninsula is where exactly? Where are we on this map?
Well, we're currently on the Sword Coast, which is sort of many miles to the north here. I will teleport you there. there is but one city on Chult, which is on the northern coast.
You can teleport us right there. I was heading to Chult. It was my ultimate destination. I had not thought to get there for months yet.
What's the name of the town?
Port Nenzaru, I believe was what you said, wasn't it?
Port Nanzaru, yes.
How do you spell Nanzaru?
Oh, I was looking forward to get back on a ship, but teleporting. I won't say no to that one.
Balin, you wish to get paid? I was offering a magic item to you, a rare magic item.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear that. I was looking at the maps. Okay, that's good. I like rare magic items. I have it in advance.
She'll smile and cough a bit like this smile exerts her. Make me a charisma type check, please. Persuade. Go on, Balin.
Oh no, but here we go. Oh, is it the plus? Where do you roll? Where the dice is? Yeah, that must be.
Just where the number is, I think. Yeah, on persuasion.
I did very well. Win. Low dice means you win. Isn't that right?
Different game system.
I'm sure you look very skilled, Balin, and resourceful. I'm sure you will be able to cope. The land itself is long been rumoured to carry much treasure. The rumours of cities of gold and gems the size of dwarven heads. And after that peculiar analogy, do you have any more questions?
What's the settlement like you're going to teleport us to?
Nanzaru, it is a merchant city. It was once run by the people from Arm here, a country to the south of here, a trading people. But recently, in the last decade, the Chultans themselves have taken control of the port, and it is now ruled by 7 merchant princes.
All right. So it's a harbor city, but well established.
It is a reasonably old town. It is a colony originally, but has now been taken over by the Chultans.
How do we get back?
I will journey to Nanzaru myself in a few weeks' time, and we can and meet you there, and I will make sure that you get back safely.
What happens if you die?
We will be able to find our own way back. It is not a problem.
Then what happens if she dies and I don't get my magical weapon? Item, sorry.
That is called fate, is it not?
You have to ask
things
these
go
questions.
wrong, they go wrong.
You're answering her questions.
Well, I would have thought that
I
this
asked
is
her the questions. Don't you answer her questions? It's her questions.
But this is normal, is it not?
No.
What normally happens when somebody promises to pay you and they die before that happens?
Oh no! Whenever I ask the person the question, they answer it. Not another person. It's normal.
Warbin was going to suggest that our chances of succeeding is probably be increased if we get it if we get it first, but that check failed, so someone else wanted to make that obvious point.
If you have no further questions, I may.
Well, I think Balin wants to know a simple one about who pays him if you die before he completes the mission.
After I complete the mission,
Yeah,
she's dead.
the least thing you could do is to pay us a little bit up front. Come on, that's just common courtesy.
I see. Well, I think you will.
Okay.
Have you all already spent all the money we got for defeating the Lich?
Have I? See, how much money have I got?
Oh, Balin was not there. He did not fight the Lich.
If you.
There was another dwarf there, Balin. He was so obnoxious.
Not like you at all.
Frankly, not like Sanna's now thinking that Balin is an absolute gentleman compared to the other guy.
Only actually got one flaw in my character, and that actually is the question asking.
Yeah, he's got no problem with Balin after meeting the other guy.
It's only 8:10 though. I mean. All right. Well, you. I think if you are exploring Chult, you will leave undoubtedly with wealth beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. I think you've answered all, well, most. Well, you've answered a little of my questions. I'll save the rest for later. If you're alive. Don't die until pay me.
So, are you skilled in teleporting? Because I've heard you can get teleportation sickness. That's not very good.
I don't believe you will be sick from the experience, and I have made this trip many times before. I assure you it's quite safe.
Was it you that teleported us out of the Lich's domain before?
It was.
Well, that didn't seem to have any adverse effect, so. Although this is a much further distance.
Yeah, what happens
What?
if you miss and teleport us into the ocean?
What happens if you miss and teleport us into a wall? Do we come rock? Do we walk
Swimming?
around like rock monsters?
Tunneling.
That won't happen. I'm not going to TPK you on the phone. I'll have to make a new intro video and everything. That'd be bad.
Have you made the video yet?
Yeah, it's on Google Plus.
See it. Wasn't there when I looked earlier.
So, my
We've all
friends,
reviewed it and everything.
it is the cheesiest thing in the whole world. Are you? So, my friends, if you wish, I will. So there's nothing else.
There's nothing currently, because can't think of anything because I'm watching the video.
Very well. If you would follow me to my chamber, I will take you to the city. I'm sure you'll be pleased that the weather is nicer than it is here.
Do you give us some kind of allowance that we can gear ourselves once we arrive?
Maybe a persuade roll. Come on, someone's got to roll high. Or at least
I'm
not
supposed to
really
do this
low.
well.
Say no more. Right.
You only did a 10, that's fine. Okay. Very well. I can see you perhaps do not look as experienced as the others, Valona. I believe you could. I will give you some gold to help to get yourself set up. Do make sure you have the proper equipment if you venture out into the jungle. The jungle can be as big as hazard as the creatures that dwell within it.
Indeed it can. She is a house mistress that dwells upon the unwary. Oh, before we go, do any of you react adversely to Insect bites?
Um,
Long periods of your feet being damp? Scared of spiders?
No, not spiders. I'm okay with spiders.
Okay. All these are all things you're likely to encounter in the
And I've
jungle,
got good,
but
I've
I
got
can help you with basics.
good dwarven boots on me. I'm fine with the water. The
Uh,
insects, if they touch me, they die. I'm just saying.
There are some that it might be the other way around, but we can deal with them.
If they touch them, they die.
No, if they touch you, you die.
Okay,
Your
you
friend,
go ahead.
your friend Sana speaks much wisdom. The peninsula is. It can be problems with tropical diseases, especially for foreigners who venture there. Also, the wildlife, the insects, and even the plants can kill you.
Oh, you don't get me started on the plants.
Why not?
Because you'll be going for a very long time, and we will barely touch the inexhaustible number of deadly and poisonous species of plants that live within jungle environments.
Well, I'd like to know at least some of them. So I say, don't eat that one, or don't touch that one, or don't let that one touch you. I'd like to know that little bit.
If we're outside the realms of a city, if you want to eat anything you see on the ground, come and ask me first.
It is more the plants eating you that can be a problem also.
If it has big teeth and is moving towards you, take care.
And if you got hurt, you just come by me and see me.
Are there any this will be a quite remote place, right?
I hope so.
I will take you to the city. There are other small outposts on Schult, but only one real city, so you will begin in civilization at least.
I'm sort of just more wondering in game terms if like the distance to other places might mean that some wares are more expensive and whatnot. So if we wanted to stock up on something before we go, you know.
Ah, I see. They are not fond of armour there. Armour tends to carry a high price. It is not worn because of the heat and humidity.
Oh. Well, I'm not taking this off.
You might have to at certain points, but I'll tell you if things are starting to turn the wrong color.
I like Sana, she's hilarious. Okay. So she hands you all a pouch containing 50 gold pieces.
They've been added to the character sheets already, yeah?
Yep, they have.
Taking your word for it, I can't remember if I had 228 or 278 before now.
Yeah, it does look like it's been distributed. And I'll sort of ball his token out.
Ah,
Yep. Very well then, I shall begin the incantation that will take you all to the peninsula of Schult. I wish you all a good luck.
we don't need luck.
Oh, I could always need that.
We need lots of healing potions.
Luck helps. Knowledge of the local area and skill is better.
She begins the strange incantation with you all standing in her magic circle as she various lights and colours, and the room starts to blur around you. Before everything passes into a daze, she turns to you, Sana, and smiles. She says, "It is good that the Ashau are returning to Schult." And with that, everything fades into blackness and a swirling, and your head goes all light, and you feel giddy.
Santa's giddy anyway, because that just like wide-eyed reaction to her saying that gave her a broad, white-toothed smile.
And after a brief moment of spinning colours and a general whirling sensation, You are met with a warm blast of heat, suddenly the temperatures change massively and you are deeped into a hot, sticky atmosphere. You appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of harbour creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language, filled with clicks, inhalations and sing-songy words that make it almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharf-sized smells of fish, tar and canvas. Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of colour. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange and salmon pink, although walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colourful flowers or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicoloured pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed as a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing and singing. Here is a map for you.
Let's hope everyone gets the map this time. I've got the map.
Ditto.
You find yourself on a harbour overlooking the water. It is not raining at the moment. It's quite humid, quite stifling. It'll take a little bit of time to get used to. Around you, it looks very different, very exotic to what you're used to on the Sword Coast. And there are large dinosaur-like creatures around on the docks which are being used as pack animals of sorts. They're hauling crates, moving things around, and generally explosion of life, colour and smells surrounds you.
Sana looks around and she's muttering to herself, "It's so much more than I was expecting, but a bit more civilized, but it's all wonderful." She'll look around to the nearest person that looks like a trader and immediately enter into a conversation, hopefully in the same language as them.
All right. You'll see there's plenty of people sort of hawking wares and the like. There's a man who is selling cloth, very vibrantly coloured cloth. He's got a little a cart with him, which is full of his wares. As he sees you, he smiles and will say in Chultan at first. Do you speak Chultan?
I do.
But good lady, would you perhaps be interested in some of these nice clothes? A shawl, perhaps? A dress, maybe?
I have no need of a shawl, my good man, but I would have needed to know where a place can be found to stay here, and possibly some lighter fabrics for my friends.
Well, the fabrics I can certainly help you with, and as for somewhere to stay, that would depend upon your budget.
Modest. We are not wishing to make any enemies or friends before we have even set foot in town.
I would say the Thundering Lizard would perhaps be a good choice for you. It's only a small establishment, but very reasonably priced. It's down on the Red Bazaar, which if you, and he'll point. He points across in that direction over the city. You'll probably need to ask directions closer there, but ask for the Red Bazaar and you won't be able to miss the Thundering Lizard. Most people know of it.
Your name, good sir? I am Sana.
I am...
Unnamed NPC.
I'm Katota.
Upta's blessings be upon you, Kotota. The lightest cloth you have. Can I have 4 bolts?
4 bolts, a silver piece.
And she'll give him the money and then turn smiling to the rest of them. He says that our best chance of accommodation is the Thundering Lizard in the Red Bazaar.
Well, I see lots of thundering lizards around here. I don't know which
No,
one.
it is the name of a tavern. We can ask more when we get there. I know that dinosaur's wonderful.
What?
The dinosaurs, the lizards, the giant reptiles. Aren't they impressive?
Uh,
I don't know. Are they eating me? If they're not eating me, they're
They may
okay
do,
then.
but these are tame.
how do you know?
They are not eating people.
Could be just pretending.
They have tiny brains. They do not have the desire to pretend like that.
So they're like stupid dragons or something, just walking.
No, these are less cunning than dragons.
It's not
You look
about
wonderingly at another big dinosaur walking past.
it's not about the size of the brain. It's about the size of the stomach. If they want to eat you or not.
We should head away from the harbour in this direction if we wish to find accommodation. I asked him about reasonably priced accommodation. I didn't think we wanted to make the wrong impression on our first day here.
What do you mean by wrong impression?
Well,
What impression
we
are we
do
trying
not-
to give?
average, we do not want to stand out, no?
Do we know where we're going? We have to find information, don't we? All we got is
Yes, but
we have to.
we need somewhere to stay first. Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. But you just said we had to give a good impression. I just asked what the impression would be to give that's good here. If
Well,
you
I
go to a
thought-
pirate town, you look like a pirate, and everyone acts like piratey, and then
Well,
that's
then-
a good impression.
Points at Vilona. We are covered.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's see if, as I said, I hope we don't run in here. I don't have a run in with some old friends here. It looks like a perfect place to hide when the world is looking for you.
It does indeed. Isn't it wonderful?
To agree.
Come on, follow me.
Skell, are there any warships in the harbor or battle geared ships?
No, not really. They all mainly trading vessels, though they are armed. But there's nothing that's like a military frigate or anything like that you can see. They are trading ships,
Okay,
barks
so
and things.
not,
but
nothing is geared for
nothing.
like attacks or something.
Nothing geared for war. Nothing with like multiple levels of guns on or anything like that. They're primarily traders.
Are
Okay,
there people around who look like mercenaries? Like, is there a high? You might think if this is a merchant place, there will be lots of mercenaries as well.
It looks like a very cosmopolitan place. There's a rich array of different types of people, yeah, and there are some certainly warrior-looking types with swords and things. You'll actually see someone across the street warbling who you'll recognise, who's got the emblem on of the Flaming Fist. The Flaming Fist's a mercenary company, which actually comes out of Baldur's Gate. So, yeah, it looks like a
We
mercenary.
serve the Flaming Fist. Remember that NPC throwing that in a number of times in that computer game?
Oh, I see.
The flaming feast.
Anyone else from like outfits I can recognize?
As a warrior, not really. A lot of the people are wearing very exotic. Everything here looks really alien to you. The style, the dress and things. There are some Westerners around, namely the Flaming Fist guy is the one who stands out mostly to you at the moment, from what you can see immediately.
Okay, I'll keep an eye open for them. Like, see if I can figure out where they congregate or whatever.
Okay. Alright, as you're sort of just sitting there looking around, you'll notice out in the harbour, there's, as you're looking for ships, you can't help but miss. In the centre of the harbour, there's a huge statue. The statue at the centre of the harbour represents an ancient Chultan king in full regalia, resplendent in a loincloth of leopard skin and a headdress of feathers, shells and a tyrannosaurus teeth, draped in a cape of Gorillian fur and monkey tails, and wielding the traditional oval shield of the Yuklwa of Chult. And Yuklwa, the Yuklwa, if I'm pronouncing it right, is a like spear, short spear basically. Resonance call.
Panther yesterday. I know exactly what it looks like.
Cool. Oh right, I've not seen it yet. Not seen it. There's that and that, is it?
Yeah.
I do want to see that film. Looks cool.
What film?
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
However, Barlin, you don't need a role to this. The statue in the centre, the stone statue there, it looks like it gives the appearance of it being a sort of ancient statue, but from the weathering on it and the way that the way it's been carved, using sort of rather more modern methods, you think it's probably no more than about 10 years old.
Stone cunning.
Alright, so are you making your way to the Thundering Lizard? That's what you want to do?
Let's go
Yep,
to this
that's it.
Thundering Lizard and, well, you set up our base operations there. And we'll have to find out where we're going. What was the thing we have to look for again?
Well, we have no real information apart from we are here to try and discover what is causing the wasting disease.
No, she told us.
Yeah, it was actually pretty shoddy of her. She didn't like give us any contacts or anything.
I'm reading back to read what she actually said to find because no one wrote it down.
Yeah, I don't think actually no. I didn't really pay attention to that much either.
Well, she mentioned the merchant princes that run this place, but I do not think she mentioned us talking to anyone in particular.
Yeah, this lady doesn't know how to give quests.
He said Soulmonger. We had to find the artifact called the Soulmonger.
Well, I'm not sure everyone around here will know what it is called yet, but we can certainly ask.
This is not me and Carter. This is me out of Carter saying that's what
Yeah,
some
no.
of the things she said. Okay, in case you got confused.
But I think once we settle in, perhaps the first thing we can do is see if the people here are being affected by the disease as much as elsewhere.
Okay, that's a good idea. We'll kill someone, see if they can.
No.
not raise them.
We can just ask people, Val. We
No.
don't have to kill anyone. Firstly,
Well,
killing anyone won't help. Valona, I'm
uh,
assuming you can't bring anyone back from the dead anyway, even if it was working at the moment.
Just said we had to test it, and that's the only way I knew how to test it.
Well, I think
say-
people were killable
did-
before the wasting
Well, but
disease.
you said test. You could have said we could have asked someone if the thing was here. You didn't say that. It's not my fault. I just misunderstood you. It's okay. Let's carry on. Carry on.
As we're walking along, every 5 minutes or so, Sana will just politely accost a local, speak to them in the sing-songy dialect, just simply asking them for directions towards the thundering lizard.
Okay. So as you are sort of walking along the docks, bickering, talking amongst yourselves, you will all hear and see in front of you there's a cry of pain and a roaring sound, and you'll spot a large dinosaur that looks like this.
Oh. Somebody picked up the term thundering and it made a noise.
Yeah, it's amazing you can do it with a fart as well. Anyway, no one type it, please. You see a dinosaur who looks it looks like that. It rears up on its back legs. Oh no, I've killed Gaz.
No, he was disconnecting to see if he can get the maps to load.
Oh, sorry, Gaz.
It's okay. It just keeps giving me error messages saying I need to clear the cache or something.
Ah. Oh, we had that
How
earlier.
do I clear cache?
As you log in, just you click the join game, but before you actually join the game on that screen, the login screen at the top right, there's a little icon of like a nuclear symbol. If you click that. Oh. Well, Discord died. Hopefully we'll get it back in a minute. Hello. Oh, that's better.
Hi.
Is this an American one?
I don't know.
That seems to work.
It's the one I created ages ago.
Ah, it'd be an Austrian one.
Hello?
You're much better with the weather than us Brits. We've like a bit of snow, and we.
Yeah, we are used to snow, so it's no
Is this
problem.
one working okay then?
Seems to be.
Woo!
Got to wait for Badger and Kerry to connect.
Welcome to Austria.
At least if we've managed to lose Durak, it's always a plus.
Oh, it's coming. Dwarf's typing.
He's a bit slow into that door. No, you try this one.
Hello, is this working? Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Thank God.
Just got to get Badger and Kerry on here, that's all.
Yeah, delete this.
Map's working now.
Alright.
German WoW
So,
server with.
It's only it only
Yeah,
seems to be that server's down the UK one because all the other servers are up.
Yeah, I said posted a thing and they're doing something about they're upping a new RTC or something, and there's a regional issue.
How do you,
I think it's all about Brexit.
how do you delete a server that you created?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have to make sure Kerry pays attention when he actually gets in. If he actually gets in at this rate.
Does this mean Alex plays World of Warcraft?
Or he's got one called WoW, probably. That's all it says.
Yeah, we used to.
Okay, so we've got an Ankylosaur
Down here, okay.
panicking.
Oh, it's panicking? I thought it was very
Or
happy
something.
to see us.
Why? Was anything poking out of an old angle?
Someone said it was. It
It
looks aggressive.
squealed, didn't it? And there was some noise.
Didn't hear anything.
There was, and it knocks its owner with its tail, and the owner goes flying across the pier there and splats into the side of the building, and Luke's knocked cold. The thing is now free of its tether and looks like it is going to run amok.
Does this
Can't be having
mean?
that.
Does this mean your stream's going to lose sound?
No, because it's the output on Discord, isn't it?
Yeah, I could hear it fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, by the way, I say to Balin, no, that's its tail.
Oh, look at this here. It copied across the wrong image. What? Why?
And Glimmet, if you're here, he looks like he's snoozing. I don't know if he's actually here. Oh, we missed him. I'll leave him off temporarily. He'll be lagging behind, looking at something. So, Sana, you're up.
Can I attempt something like animal handling or the like? I'm assuming this is a beast, isn't it?
It is a beast. Yeah, absolutely. You can attempt it. Yeah. Although it looks,
These are the guys I am good at. So
it looks like animal intelligence type creature. It looks like something has spooked it, and it's gone into panic mode, as they are prone to do.
Here, Scal, can you delete my character off the combat tracker and copy over my combat character again so as I can get the token? Thank you. Hey, it works now. I need you to put the good token on now.
okay, in that case, then I will. Sana will dart towards the creature and get in front of its face, and basically arms out wide and try to calm it down.
Those seagulls are fucking noisy. Let's turn it down.
They're not seagulls.
What's the movement on here? What's the scale on here? Has she got enough to get around the front?
Yeah, the grid is on there. It's just quite a little hard to see.
Yeah, it's a 3x3, that big thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, so she'll just dart around there and she's going to try and calm it down.
Okay.
Now, I should have advantage on this because of favoured and what have you.
It's disturbed the seagulls.
Where is your movement recorded? I mean, speed 25? Oh yeah, that's it. Thanks, 5 scored.
I'm going to give it a. Let me just check the animal handling skill a moment.
Yeah, I've assumed that it might be something else.
No, it's good. It's good. Keep a mount from getting spooked is exactly what it's there for.
I haven't loaded a module since I reloaded.
Probably scared because like 6 people materialize out of nowhere right beside it.
Well, no, this is after we've moved on for a little bit, I think. So.
Yeah, you were sort of wandering past at the time. You actually very quick to react. Rush up to the creature and you'll catch its eye, and you hold maintain eye contact with it, and you see it slowly calms down. You'll see its breathing start to slow, and it
I'll speak to it.
acquiesces.
I'll speak to it calmly, quietly, but also in the local language. So.
It seems to respond to Chilton, and As you calm it, the man will. He's only knocked out briefly. He will sort of stand to his feet and says, "In Shulton, thank you, many thanks." And he goes back to the creature. That could have been really bad for me and the creature. And thank you.
Well, I'm worried about him mostly, so yes. What spooked him?
I do not know. And he looks down to some of the crates down to the to the south, and he's probably that, and you'll see a scorpion-like creature scuttle off. It perhaps bit him.
Frown, but then turn back. Is everything okay? To everyone else who stood there, probably waiting with swords out.
Oh no, poor Carrie looks like he's stuck. Can someone find Carrie?
I'm just wondering what Liz Piers are made of. 'Cause
Wood.
Well, that big heavy thing isn't falling through.
Yeah, they're
That seems
very
a bit
very well made wood.
Something bit him, and I'll walk back over to the guys.
Bit him? Can I have a look around, see if I can see anything that's got big teeth?
No, it was a little scorpion thing. It darted away. But it's a good example of you have to stay on your feet because, well, it doesn't look like they spook easily.
Okay, so you're saying we have to get a bed that's very high up off the ground.
Well, we are on the borders of a jungle. As I said before, there will be lots of insects. But it's a good idea.
Is a scorpion an insect?
It's an arachnid.
It's not a spider.
Okay, so you'll continue on towards the thundering lizard.
Well, and a scorpion it's related to spiders.
Where's its webs?
No, it doesn't do a web. It's related.
Oh,
It doesn't
it's not a spider. I'm just saying.
Yes, it's not a spider. That is
That's
correct.
okay, we're agreed.
Yes. Come on, everyone. Lots to see.
All right, as
Sorry.
Can
No,
I
go
give an
ahead.
inspiring speech as we talk and
I was
move?
going to ask Sanya what that girl said to her before we teleported, but I forgot. I'm now asking her.
I think she probably knows something of my heritage.
Oh, she knows your mum and dad. Okay.
Or if you'd like
Not
insulting,
individually.
like saying you're using a racial epithet or something. I don't know.
No, not at all. She used the. I haven't heard it in many years. She used the an ancient term for my people.
Yeah, I heard that too. What did she say again? What was the term?
Skellen will have to actually remind me because I knew
It's
what
the
roughly he was
something's
saying.
returning.
it's
I think.
Shao.
A shao.
It's called
Shao. Returning to their lands or something that she said.
There is Chult has a lot of history. I come from much, much further away, but our histories are linked.
Well, let's go to this tavern before anything else tries to attack us.
Before any more thundering lizards get in the way of our getting to the thundering lizard.
Indeed, and as
While walking, can I be inspiring everyone?
you can indeed.
You just have to speak for 10 minutes, don't you? Or 7 minutes, or whatever.
Yes, 10 minutes, yeah. So I'll chat to you all and, just keep you, I'm going to keep you all pepped. If you don't want it, it's fine, Barley. If you want to be grumpy.
No, I'm not being grumpy. I'm just being inquisitive. Just say, Kerry. No, Gallon to drag Kerry onto the combat tracker.
All right.
And he wanted the list of spells for the spell book that he could have quickly picked from.
Alright, I've put it on your character under Adventurer's Log as through a list of spells. However, the scroll ones you may roll, so you may do that now. 1 second.
Yeah, stuff.
I'm gonna make notes.
Also, my language questions.
Everyone gains 4 temporary hit points, by the way.
Ooh. Where's that go?
In TMP, next to your max on the front
Okay.
main page.
How long does that last for?
Until it's used up, it doesn't say.
I think I think it disappears after a short or a long rest.
No,
okay.
it just says you can't gain it again before a short or long rest.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say it disappears.
Okay, that's good.
I've just linked.
Via this, anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, creature can't gain temporary hit points from this feat again until it has finished a short or long rest. It just says you get temporary hit points equal to your level plus charisma modifier.
I think
Doesn't say
temporary hit
how-
points just disappear at a long rest regardless.
Yeah, well that's brilliant. That's really good. Basically means
That is
all
a cool
day
one.
you give them. It's a good percentage of the hit points, especially at low level. It's ace that is.
At any
Yeah.
level, anything helps.
Yeah.
Temp 4, yeah? Cool.
Yes.
Should be applied. Okay, and Glimmet, I've put a link in the chat to a random spell scroll setting level table, so you may roll on that, and it should give you your spells and scrolls. You should be able to drag them onto your inventory.
Okay, thanks. How many times do I roll?
Do you know, I was kind of hoping you'd remembered how many I said. I think it'll be. Was it 4? I think I said 4, didn't I?
Is it not on the party sheet? Do we not put all the stuff in the party sheet?
It is in the party sheet. Good
There's
thinking.
one level 2 spell, and then there's Sandra's spellbook. I don't know what's in there.
Oh right, so it's only 1. Well, I went with that. Mean I'll give you 2. So you have 2 rolls on the spell scroll table.
Oh, it says all the list. It says all the spells inside the book. If you open the book. Wow,
Does
that's
it?
a lot of spells. Yeah, it's got alter self, anti magic field, dream.
I think the issue with that was we didn't retain the book, did we? He had some time to.
Yeah, that was what I meant. I just needed to look at it and pick whatever I had time to memorize.
All right.
Oh.
Well, have a look and pick some from it. What do you
Just
think
open
you
your-
got time for? I trust you.
Where do you see this book?
Open the party sheet. It's the very top right most icon, and then click on inventory, and then
Second
click
tab
on
down.
spellbook. Yeah, second tab down, and then inventory. Sorry, the red thing beside spellbook.
Yeah, it does. Cool. It's got the you've got 10 level +1 crossbow bolts as well in there, which could come in handy.
Yep. We haven't got a crossbow. So.
I think did Vilona use a crossbow?
Light ones.
That'll do.
I think the issues are, Kerry, that I don't think in 5th Ed you can actually copy ones at a higher level. So at least not into your book, certainly.
No, I know. Yeah.
You can look
You
at
used
them
to be
and
able
hug
to do
them.
that. Yeah, you can look at them dreamily. And I think it was 2 hours per spell level and 50 gold.
Yeah, well, I get half that for conjuration.
Oh, I was going to ask you what spell school you were.
That's
Being a gnome,
you-
I was assuming illusionist, but that's racial stereotyping.
Conjurations, Ace.
Except you don't actually get to conjure anything.
All right. So you find yourselves in a market area. There's quite a few sort of stalls. There we go.
Is
There's
this
a little
the red
P,
bazaar.
yeah, a little P token. I'll move
Oh,
down.
yeah, a tiny little bit for party, yeah.
As you get around there, you'll notice, I mean, all the streets here have got big gutters down the sides, and you realise now why it begins to rain, a sort of a steady, not really heavy. It'd be enough on the Sword Coast to make people run for cover, but the people of Chult here just don't appear to bother at all the fact that it's raining. It just seems to be nothing to them. And the city kind of comes alive with this rain as well. You'll notice that there's most of the houses have got little water gadgets on, little wheels and things like that, which power various things. It looks like they're quite ingenious with the almost constant rainfall they seem to get here. Across the street from you, you see a sign with a lizard hanging outside the familiar site of an inn. You can all recognise that, and it looks like you have found yourselves the Thundering Lizard.
This must be here. Shall we go in?
Yes.
We'll take your lead on this.
She seems a little unhappy to be leaving the rain because she seems to be enjoying it a lot. But okay, separate rooms or do we bunk together?
Don't know what you're implying there, lady, but
I do not know what you mean either. But fine, separate rooms then.
separate where I come from, thank you.
Okay.
As you enter the Thundering Lizard, there's a woman in her 20s, probably with a ponytail. She leans against the bar and smiles at you as you come in. You notice it is quite a small establishment here, just a couple of chairs. The fire is not lit. It's just there's a fireplace there though, and she says, welcome, strangers. I have not seen you before in the port.
No, we are recently arrived. She's speaking in common at this point.
She speaks in common to you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll reply in common alike. May the great king's blessings be upon you. We are recently arrived in town and we have need of places to sleep.
Well, I don't know whether I could accommodate all of you, but if you didn't mind sharing rooms, I could. I charge just a silver piece a night, and you'll find the rooms are clean and comfortable.
How many rooms do you have?
Three? I have three rooms.
Turns to look to everyone else to sort of say 3. Is that okay?
Sure. I've slept with more people in one room.
Well, Valona, I can share with you if you have issues sharing with the gentleman.
I will share it with you.
And
Don't need the lads to get on certain thoughts.
keep their mind on the job, yes?
Correct.
We'll take your rooms. What was your name, barkeep?
My name is Misha.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Misha.
I'm pleased to meet you. And you, what brings you to our fair city?
Oh, unfortunate circumstances. We are trying to find out the cause of the malady that has afflicted a common friend of ours. Is it taking place here? People are weakening?
Oh, yes, indeed one of the merchant princes is supposed to be ill with it at the moment, which has not been seen for a while, and it tends to be the elder, more experienced people who are who it seems to affect more. But yes, we have been affected with it also. So you're saying it is from where I presume you come from, the Sword Coast?
Oh, my companions come from the Sword Coast. I come from much further afield, but it is affecting as far north as Baldur's Gate, at least.
This is a terrible plague. I hope it passes soon.
You said it was affecting one of the princes?
Yes, that's right.
Well, that sounds like our clue right there.
Or at least somebody who is more than invested in assisting our investigation.
Indeed.
Which prince? We are new. We do not know and do not wish to cause offense, but we don't actually know who the princes are.
The princes. Well, the 7 princes here, the person I'm thinking of is Jessamine, a princess, Merchant princess, if you will. She is a children lady. She deals in. You see, each of the princes has got a monopoly on a certain area of the city. They gather together in the Golden Throne. You might have noticed a huge golden domed building off to the north there. And they hold a council there, the 7 of them. The lady I has been cursed by is named Jessamine. She tends to deal with more sinister trades. She deals in plants, poisons, and those kinds of things. She's perhaps somebody you do not want to meet lightly.
She sounds most impressive. If she has got herself to the level of, well, a merchant prince in this city.
Sounds like someone you don't just meet with no, well,
Introduction.
yeah.
It can be.
Sounds like we could get paid twice for the same job.
Unless, of course, she wants to kill us or something.
Well, I see no reason she would wish to kill us yet. We haven't even met her.
No, you never know. People have all kinds of strange reasons.
Okay, Misha, so the 3 rooms, you said it's silver per day?
Yes, one silver per day.
Okay,
Although I really should charge less for the additional, so if we say 4 silver between you.
Wonderful.
Hold on a moment. Yeah, per head, so yeah, 4 silver, that's right. As you share.
By the way, is slavery a thing here?
Not. Misha will say slaves. Some people keep them. It is not popular here, and it is not. Well, it is not illegal. It is frowned upon. We have. It is rare.
You got those big lizard things to do most of the hard work.
Yes, it is a shame. A lot of people still look at the dinosaurs as children of Uptower, creatures of respect. Others, however, see them just as pack animals, but they really are noble creatures.
No, I'm just thinking when we are going into the jungle, it's always good to have some meat between us and the dangerous
So you just
stuff.
buy slaves?
I don't think we could do that. We could probably buy retainers. There are people who are, I understand, will work for you, but not as slaves. I think we need to go. I would not wish to go that far. Misha, I'll hand her 4 gold pieces. That should cover us for the 10-day.
Oh, that'll be splendid. You're more than welcome. Thank you. Just as you hand over the coin, you hear a voice from the corner of the room, and there is a one-armed dwarf there who looks very sort of gnarled and his name is Jovi.
His name is Yahweh?
His name's Hugh Hackingstone, apparently.
Oh, okay.
He has a 3 large scars running sort of right across his bald head, and he is missing 1 arm. You're going into the jungle, you say? He stands up.
At some point we will be, yes.
What would you know about it?
What I know about it? And he points down and says, I lost my arm in the jungle. I was trying to reclaim my mines. Wormheart mine it is. A gem mine of great worth, but that dragon there, Tinder, he took my arm.
A dragon?
In the jungle?
Yes.
Like
Only
a
your arm?
flying dragon? Or you mean one of those lizards with a long neck?
No, not one of those creatures. These are fiercely intelligent beasts.
This place is so much more exciting than I was hoping for.
The south. Go ahead.
Continue, Mr. Hackinstone.
The south, you see, the mountains there, volcanic they are, and the mountain, the red dragon, it took a liking to him. So we got together an expedition to take back the mine from it, but the damn thing got lucky and attacked us as we camped. Took my arm, it did, but I'm going back and I'm looking for some good sorts to help me.
I could tell.
I am. I do not know what to say. I think we are probably honored that you can consider us for such an important mission after only having set eyes on us for like 2 minutes.
You look capable sorts, and well, of course I'd pay you.
This dwarf knows quality when he sees it. It says some struts.
Okay, but
Good, it's settled then. We'll leave in the morning.
how much are you willing to pay? I would be remiss if I didn't ask this in the absence of our friend Balin's attention.
What?
Well, fair shares of what's in there.
And what is in there? It is your mine, you should know.
The creature has much gold. Much valuable. Gem mine it was, gem mine. You'll get plenty of reward from that.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah. Okay.
Does he seem genuine?
I'm wondering. I think maybe with insight, I'll perhaps do it in the tower in future. But I'm gonna leave this.
Okay, sure.
He does seem genuine, but he seems a bit bonkers at the same time. He seems like he wants to get his mind back. He does look like he probably. I mean, the scars on his head looks like he probably has possibly fought a dragon. So you kind of believe him, though you think he's a bit over enthusiastic, perhaps, in the task.
I
Okay.
think there's something he's not telling us.
I do not think so. He does seem genuine. Just possibly not the best tactician.
By the looks of his wounds, how long is it past since he had
Since
the encounter?
he lost his arm, maybe about 6 months.
I will do like a medicine check or something.
Yeah, please do.
If I could tell.
Because I'm perfectly happy to help this dwarf, but I'm just a little concerned that the quest he wishes to take us on appears absolutely unrelated to our core reason for being here and extremely dangerous.
Yeah, well, I would rather finish our missions than follow this crazy dwarf on some old grudge.
No, let's go and follow the crazy dwarf and the sun grudge. I hear there's gems.
That's my man, he says, and slaps Barlin on the shoulder.
Mr. Hackinstone, Hugh, you mentioned that the mine was by the volcanoes?
Yes, down on the south, but don't worry, I know the way there. I know the jungle pretty well.
Understandably, but you have to understand we have other things we need to deal with that are, well, time sensitive. And Skellen, how long is it going to take to do a jungle trek to the other side of the peninsula?
Well, you reckon probably jungle travel's always difficult. If you're travelling by river, you probably go about 20 miles, which is 2 hexes on your map per day. Through the jungle itself or through mountains, you're probably looking at going at 1 hex a day. You can try and go quicker, but it's more dangerous. You're more likely to get surprised by things and etc. So a good while, I imagine.
Look at a month or so.
Yeah.
Travel, isn't it?
I mean, it'd probably be quicker to get a boat and go around but anyway.
We're looking at a significant number of weeks of travel.
You will be, but don't worry, I can look after you.
Oh, I have no problem with us traveling through the jungle. It's just, when she looks at her companions, should we be leaving town immediately so quickly?
Well,
What do you want us to do then? Oh, yeah, we had to go and see that person, didn't you say
Well,
we had to go and see someone?
I'm sure there are some questions we should be asking while we have the opportunity here before we head off into the wild yonder for
indeed.
a number of weeks.
Well,
Listen,
give
good
me your
dwarf.
question.
Oh, he's a dwarf. Maybe you should talk to him, Balin.
You said you had questions to ask.
Well, not of him. He does not look like the sort of person that would be able to answer the questions we have to ask about the wasting disease, the death curse.
As I was going to say, we have more pressing matters to attend. We don't really know exactly where those will take us, but let's. Would you be in a hurry to reclaim that mine?
Well,
Or is it?
we've time for planning. We've time for planning. If you'll know where to find me. You leave word with me, Sharia, when you're ready, and I'll take you there.
If our more
Excellent.
urgent quests will be likely to lead us in that direction, then we'll let you know.
We're staying here, so it shouldn't be that hard to find you.
If you stay here as well, or is this just your local?
I do not stay here, but I visit here most days. So I'm sure if you leave a message with me, sure, we can meet up again.
What's in your mind that's so interesting?
But it's belonged to my family for generations till that thing turned up and took it from us. Gems we used to mine from there, but look at me now, I'm in rags. Nothing. That beast took everything from us. I'll reclaim it if it's the last thing I do. And this man here, he'll tap Balin on the shoulder. He knows what I mean.
So you working the mine then all alone when you retook it?
Well, my clan, that is. They're no more. We had trouble defending it, you see. But we'll take it back.
Good to hear. And if we can help, we should. So shall we settle in upstairs and then make plans?
Yes, that's settle in first, and then make plans.
Yep.
Sana, you bought some bolts of cloth. What are you going
Yes.
to do with those? Do you?
Well, there are ways to make it harder for the creatures of the night to chew upon yourselves. Basic mosquito nets.
Oh, I see.
What do you do with the mosquitoes when you catch them?
Depends on the size of the mosquito. Mainly, it just stops them getting towards you.
Do you eat mosquitoes?
Larger insects can be cooked, yes, but
Let's not make him let her cook our dinner, okay?
well, I've seen the stuff you guys normally eat. It's terrible. Still, let's see what we've got upstairs.
Hopefully not any raw insects.
Alright, so you can move yourselves upstairs if you wish. She'll hand over the keys to your rooms and you can select which rooms you prefer.
Tana will bags at the south room with Valona.
Right.
Too late, I'm in it.
Oh, he bags it. Doesn't matter if you're in there.
It does.
I'll share a room with the with Glimmet. He can sleep in the drawer.
Which means that Lionel and Balin get the last room.
Why is Gaz so quiet?
It is actually fairly late in the evening. Well, early evening. It's about 8 o'clock or something. So you sort of time to do other stuff, but time is getting on today.
So have to sort out sleeping arrangements.
Right.
That's cool. The paladin and the rogue are sharing. That's quite cool.
That seems two females have come into my room. Get out of my room! This is my room!
I had
It
the
was up
key.
there first!
So unless you were picking the lock, Santa had the keys.
Did I pick the lock? The door locked? I just walk in? What happened?
You just walk in. Well, you've all. Oh, sorry. Well, you've all got keys. So yeah, you'd have to pick the lock if someone else has locked it, I guess.
Well, okay, I'll let you have this room this once, because there's two of you. But next time, it's my room. Hello, dear boy.
Whoa, get off the bed. Not having your feet anywhere near me.
Well, thank you, Balin. You're sweet. I don't like small rooms, unfortunately.
Let's all meet in your room, because your room's got a table and chairs, and we can all have a wee talk on it.
And a roaring fire.
Let's go
That's
back
fine.
into that room. I'm going
It's
to
only
pick this
private
chair.
when we're sleeping.
This is my chair. It's your own chairs.
No reason we can't all meet up when we need to discuss things.
Buy some of the bear skin.
So unpack what little gear there is,
Okay.
which is not much because we've only just arrived. Put the bolts of material I got on the side. As I'm just going to mock up some basic mosquito nets later, just in case. So what do we know?
Not a lot.
Well, we know
We
this.
know we come in for this soul stone, was it?
Well, we're looking for the soulmonger,
Soulmonger.
which is the source of the death curse. Rumor is that this Jessamine, one of the 7 lords of the town, is suffering from that curse.
Good Lord, you don't think she'd be a lady?
Do you know this place from previous?
Me? I have never
Yes.
been here. I have heard tell of what would have been what I was expecting to find here. My people emigrated. Well, the people from whom I am descended emigrated here many, many centuries ago. My family or my ancestors remained in the land from whence I hail. So this is the reason I know the language, but their culture is strange to me. More civilized than I was expecting.
Do you know the way of their leaders, their 7 lords?
No, that is alien to me as well.
How do we get an audience with this Jasmine?
Well, if we want one, doing her a favor? I don't know. Perhaps, I mean, Lionel, you told us that you are of noble birth. Are there not ways that you can find an audience with her?
I could speak to her, but I believe my family will have no sway in this town. We have travelled and we do dealings with people far and wide using the. I can't remember who it was that died last time that we were at the funeral. Dane, yes, Dane. Using Dane's company, obviously. But we have never been this far, and
But surely they all.
it is
the-
completely uncouth to just assume one is of equal ranking in a foreign clime.
What would normally have to occur?
We would need to speak through the ambassadors normally if they have such people, or somebody who deals with the outsiders.
You think they should have someone like that here?
Their city seems well developed, so I
Little
presume
too
their
developed for my taste.
civilization does seem to have progressed. So I would assume they would have somebody that would, especially if, like you say, your people have moved here. They have dealt with outsiders before. And didn't Thingy say that she had been here previously? The one that sent us here, sorry.
Cinder Sylvain, yes, she has been here previously.
Perhaps we could use her name. Perhaps she is known here.
Should we all go as one to this with Jasmine, or should we all search different areas to talk to different people?
Might be
get more
best
information?
you don't,
I
Barley.
mean, I don't.
Yes.
What do you mean I don't?
I guess
Yeah,
I
what
guess
do
I
you
will
mean?
stroll around on the docks. Perhaps Balin, you wanna accompany me?
Yeah, I'll go to the docks. Yeah, I don't want to go with that. That person that just insulted me. I don't know why. I've been such a nice person.
I fear there would be some treasures of the lords in the place, which may just.
Oh, you're just being racist now, are you? Oh, Did you hear this? Did you hear this, people? What he just said?
Lionel, that is not fair on Balin. He has not exhibited any of those kind of tendencies since I've known him. But I think we are possibly punching a little high if we think we will be able to go and speak with Jessamine within a day of arriving here. There is other people we should talk to. Just Misha may know things. Vailona, Balin, what you say about just asking around on the docks is a very good idea.
Yes, I said I would go with your.
I guess so, because Jasmine doesn't want to see another healer, in my opinion.
No, that's a good point. She may just be annoyed at the fact nobody can do anything for her. Glimmet, Woblin, you have each got different talents for talking to people. Woblin, you are one of the most convincing men I have ever met.
Well, if you say so.
See a man.
Sorry, am I retinue here, or are they not?
Better be, otherwise I got a long journey.
Well, because
Yes.
they could be sent to
No, Alexander.
inquire about getting those first contacts,
I just
because that's what they
rented
do.
Clement says with his 5 charisma. Yes, Clement. You are the most charismatic gnome I have ever met.
And she's only ever met one gnome.
Shh. He doesn't know that.
Well, there was this the issue with the flaming fist people.
You saw them.
Yeah, I might know some of them from my earlier days.
I think it is a
Leadership
good idea. We
has
should
been
all
out for some
try
time.
to. I mean, I suspect we are going to be here for quite a long time. We need to put down roots to before we can start asking questions. For example, Glimmet, you will need to at least find somebody who can help you with your magics and where you want to do your. I do not understand magic wands and stuff. trying desperately not to repeat Hagrid from Harry Potter. Well, you get your wand and your stuff for doing your magic. And I'm sure the local scholarly community will have some ideas about the curse already. If indeed, if the soulmonger is in Chult, then we are a lot closer than we were before. And well, I'll accompany anybody who thinks they will need to be able to speak to a local with more, well, local dialect.
Yeah, we could always use that. How far did you get with common in these parts?
Misha speaks common.
Hmm.
I think it's as common as in everyone speaks it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have any trouble communicating just with the common tongue.
It'd be different in the jungle, but this is going to be a port city. We'll find out. We'll find out shortly.
Is comprehend languages just comprehend? You can't speak them.
I think you're right. It is. It's incoming, not outgoing. I think.
Well, I don't have a second language.
Because there's tongues otherwise, isn't there?
I don't know what that would be.
Is it from your race language choices?
Yeah.
It should actually say the available choices in the race write-up.
Okay.
So I'll accompany anybody that needs extra translation or is a bit more worried, but we can head out. We've got a couple of hours now and then head back here before midnight.
Let's see what it says in the book. You're going there, and me and the pirate are going down to the docks. Does this mean I get the pirate as an NPC? Anyway, we're going down to the dock.
As you are making your plans, the early evening warm air is pierced by the sound of
A side quest.
alarm bells start to ring out across the city. First one starts, then others begin to chime as well. The bells of the various temples within Port Nansuru start to ring out in alarm. From the street outside, you can hear a man's voice shout in common, "Attack! Attack! They're attacking again at Mailer's throat!" And there'll be a brief, and another voice will come out, the usual bounty on the heads.
I heard the word bounty.
Oh, I thought it said bouncy.
Bounty.
Quick, we need to help these people.
Mailer's throat is outside the gate near us.
Looking out of the window there, because you're at the front, you can see various people running to and from the gates. The gates are actually open at the moment, and you can hear the sounds of sort of screams coming from the area of Malor's throat.
Sana, show us the way.
It's outside and across the courtyard. Oh, okay. And then she runs downstairs.
Okay. Grabbing your things then?
Yep, I arm myself and go charging, heedless.
And she literally runs out the front door, across the courtyard, and then you stood at the gate. It's literally due west.
It is.
Okay, has it got trees on it? The gate. Is it that?
It is.
Yep. And Malar's throat's on the other side of that. As it says on the map.
I was zoomed in. No, I didn't have that. I bet that was off to the left of my map. Move the map. Now you see it.
Also, right, Sana does have the outsider trait, which means she's good with maps and locations and stuff like that. She sees it once and then doesn't forget it. So.
All right. So grabbing your belongings, I guess, that you need, quick.
Ammo, swords, bow.
Is that
Shield.
Okay, just to say to Kerry, comprehend language is reading, tongues is talking.
Yeah, and I said tongues is two-way, because essentially, if the person you're talking to has a language, they'll understand you in their language, while you'll understand them in yours.
But you only use tongues on a second date.
Yeah. Because you want to improve communication.
Absolutely.
Limit, if you want to put mage armor on yourself, on your actions tab, if you open up the little magnifying glass next to your mage armor spell, or even if you change the display thing at the bottom to action, that's it, yeah. Apart from if you click on the little man, it'll apply it to you.
Oh, because Glimit's a little man. That's really nice.
So if you change your display at the bottom to actions, it'll give you little buttons you can press.
Wow.
And you should be able to just plonk it on yourself. That's it, so it's on actions. And then next to Mage Armor there's a button there, if you click that it should drop it on you.
I just saw what there you go. Just saw what read what tongues does. Basically, it means that person who's got that spell casting. Anyone who speaks any language can understand that person.
And needs to be
It's literally universal translator.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mr. Doctor Who.
But it's great because you're not actually talking their language, but they're understanding it. You're still talking what you normally talk.
Yeah.
Yep, I can see mage armor on him now.
Okay,
30
so
by 30, some fight.
you guys will rush out.
As we're rushing across the space again, to keep the locals a bit more at ease. Just who's attacking?
Yeah, I was wondering.
It's the undead. They come out of the forests. They do.
That's fine, thank you, undead. Good. Go for cover. Stay safe.
Are their guards useless or something since we're running?
It's undead.
Do we
Translate.
assume that they can't defend themselves?
I can't make any assumptions.
As you come out, you'll see that there are a large number of zombies, which most of you have seen before, pouring into Malar's Throat. Malar's Throat looks quite different from the rest of the city. It's situated outside the protection of the city walls, and there's a slum area. You can see these are more like shacks that are out here. There are guards about, but most of them take defensive positions up on the walls and sort of shoot from there. And there's people within Malar's Throat are kind of fighting for their lives.
Can I use my divine sense?
Ooh. Sniffing out to undeads.
Yes, please. So within 60 feet, I sniff them out. Yep, isn't it like a noxious soda? Yeah.
I think he's putting people. Oh, there they go.
There they are. There's one.
Just in case there's any specific that's. Any presence of stronger evil or anything like that.
I'm glad it's not, here.
Just go turn undead. Actually, no, he's not second level yet. He can't do divine channel.
Turn undead's so useful against undead. Alright, so you as you come here, there are people fighting in other areas of Malar's Throat. You've come to this bit. It appears like it hasn't got so many. It's got sort of locals and things in there, sort of hiding in their shacks, and zombies generally pouring around the area. Occasionally you'll see arrows and crossbow bolts come from the walls of the city, but the shanty town outside isn't that well defended.
You'd think they'll have better defenses if they're used to undead.
Possibly, but 7 merchant lords, I get the idea there isn't any kind of central organization. Still, I think we can do what we can.
Money does appear to talk here.
Well, that's my kind of language.
I'm worried. I wonder who cast the spell to make money talk.
Dum.
So you're saying that money's got a higher charisma than?
So,
Well, you
you're
haven't got
first
into an
again.
argument
Limit.
with money yet, so you won't know.
Make it
Zombie
talk.
9's the
Glimmet can't.
closest. Yeah, Glimmet can't.
So it has. It's got a higher charisma.
I will cast Hunter's Mark on myself, which I now need to do. Hang on, I'm trying to work out how to do this in combat.
There's basically a Hunter's Mark. The way I was looking how to do it, there's one of them you put on yourself that's just a timer, and the other,
Yeah.
and then there's the effect you place on the creature, basically.
Right,
So
so which one? So I'm casting it. So I've got spells level 1. See if I drag. I can't drag it onto myself now. Is it that thing I drag? No, I don't have a. Why haven't I got? Why won't it work?
Okay, so there should be two effects under Hunter's Mark. One of them is labelled self, so if you just click on that, it puts it on yourself.
Hang on. Right. Okay, I hadn't opened the effects thing. So Hunter's Mark self. So that's the effect on me.
And then the other one, I think you, shift and drag it. Is it? I think you hold shift and drag it onto your target.
I think I can just drag it
Or
onto
is
the
it
target.
control? Yeah, it might be. You might be able to drag it.
There we go. So now I've got Zombie 9 Hunter's Mark. So as we go over, I'll get that cast and then I'll loose an arrow at Zombie number 9.
Oh wait, then that's the right one. One second.
Oh, no, I think I added the wrong one on, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, that one's just a marker.
Yeah, clear the zombie one. I did do the wrong one.
Okay.
And it should be that one.
Yeah,
Ta-da.
applied by Santa. Lovely.
Well, not a very good first attack.
Hit though.
Actually, did it? Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
weird.
it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Zombies.
This one tells you the
Yeah.
result, and then the thing after.
And then
Awesome
that-
shot.
didn't apply Hunter's Mark. Because Hunter's Mark should have been an additional D6.
On that
Is
target?
it? Oh
yeah, I
wait,
did it on
wait.
Zombie 9.
I think you need hold control or something. Let me have a look.
The effect on the thing you're going to put the mark on. That's what he said last time, but I can't remember.
Yeah. We'll learn it. So with a control drop, you think, yeah? It looks the
Yeah.
same.
It says it's applied it to it.
I can't remember which one it is.
Well, anyway, it's an extra D6 of damage. Hey, that was a very good first shot.
Nice.
Max damage. Move to up to the hut there.
Okay. So, find your turn when you're done.
Keep that one, and it that turn, isn't it? Yep. One.
Lionel, what do you want to do?
Is this one still standing? Sorry, this one that he's
It
just.
is, yeah.
Zombies are baggers.
They don't call it fear or anything like that.
Nope.
Right, I will charge this one then.
You'll know though they are really hard to kill.
Oh. How far is 5 feet? Is it a square?
It is. Oh,
Mine
shift
is only
drag.
put on the mark on Zombie 8 when it should be on Zombie 9.
Oh, SD means shift drag.
Oh, okay. So does that mean shift drag to get the effect or shift drag to include the effect?
If you shift drag it onto your target, then it should work.
Okay, so if you want to clear it, and I'll do the shift drag on this one.
Meanwhile,
That
I
wasn't
push for it.
get on the wrong one again.
Am I good to go?
Here are your targets.
So
Yeah, go for it.
using I will attempt my longsword. Do I need to drag it onto it, or because I'm targeting, do I just roll it?
You
remember.
can just roll
Right.
it if you got him targeted, yeah. Or you can pick it, the dice up and drop it onto the token, whatever suits you. Wah, wah.
Oh,
I'm going to take that effect off. Yeah, it's a miss, I'm afraid.
didn't want to hit anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to end your turn, if you've done everything you want to do.
Is there anything else I can do?
What's
You
that
can
behind
move
us?
round him or something, or
I'll
think
stay
you're
there
engaging him at the
sort of
minute.
in his way.
oh look,
So
that
does that
cute bat.
mean?
Look at the little pink nose on that bat.
Glimmet, you should have 4 temporary hit points, by the way.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Does his bat get 4 total as well?
Sorry?
Does his
Oh,
bat
the
get...
It's an hour.
I can no, because I can only choose 6 targets, and that would be a 7th target, I'm afraid.
Well, does a flyby, help action, flies to there, gives me an advantage, flies up 30 feet, and then I'll fire a firebolt. So I just rolled 2.
If you click the ADV next to the modifier, it does it for you.
So 5 points to zombie 9. Fire.
Okay. Now, if you click the damage thing next to it, actually do it, and if you get more, I'll just do that. So next to your spell, if you click the damage, it should apply it to it. Oh, you'll have to drag and drop it actually because you've not got him targeted.
Oh, sorry, I rolled again.
Sorry, thank you. I'll give him another 2 damage as well because your original one was 2 points higher. So, which zombie was it now?
Number 9.
Oh, it didn't apply it to anything. Yeah, you need either drag and drop it onto the token or control left click to target it. But if you're targeting it, you'll need to keep an eye on the combat tracker to see what your targets are. So on the combat tracker now, you can see you're targeting zombie 9. So if you want to do the damage again, if you get more, I'll. Because otherwise, I'll have to fiddle around. Oh, that was handy. It was the same. There we go. And it's applied it. Nice one. And then if you want to move or whatever, you can do. If not, end your turn.
We haven't got the bell that tells it's our turn. Is that not been added? Or?
Oh, 1 second.
Still not our turn because it's now zombie 8.
I
Zombies
think
are
you only
miles
hear
away.
the bell when it's actually physically your turn.
Yes, but I didn't hear the bell when it was my turn. That's what I meant.
I was very naughty and didn't have it on. It
So
actually
you
should
can
be
tell us
zombie
if you
9.
have it when it happens.
You can slam the only guy close to him and misses, useless git.
Yes.
I hate 5th edition zombies.
They're really
Yeah,
hard to
got
put
the
down.
thing.
Because if the dice do not go your way, they stay around for so long.
Barlin.
Okay, let me just see what I'm going to do. How much movement do these things got? Right, I don't think this one's going to come near me. I've got 5. I'm going to cut beside him. I can attack diagonally, can't I?
Yeah.
Daggers? Okay. No, it's not. Is it daggers? Where's the thing? Actions. Yeah, it's daggers. Hey, here we go. I've forgotten how to do this. Just double click with the sword? No.
If you've got him
Uh-oh.
right, you can either drag and drop it or control left click to target it, whatever you find easier. I usually just drag and drop him, but because sometimes you can forget what you're targeting, so you just need to keep an eye on the combat tracker if you're doing it that way.
We're all ganging up on zombie number 9.
Good tactic.
Hit him.
Yeah, I've learnt my lesson about going off on my own.
And for my bonus action, I wish to disengage and go.
Oh yeah, you've got that as a bonus, haven't you?
I meant
Very nice.
I meant to throw.
Sneak attack.
Yes. What's that? Once per turn, you can do extra 6.
So if you click the sneak attack damage,
I don't know what that is, so I just threw the D6. There's a thing at the bottom, is it?
no, I'm being it's on the effect.
What effect?
I put a sneak attack effect on your actions tab under abilities sneak attack. If you open the oh right, hang on. If you put the ability on yourself. Hold on.
Did I drag it on top of me?
What you need to do is if you just click the button for the effect whenever you get sneak attack damage.
Oh, there's a thing here. I click that.
You click that, it'll put it on yourself. Then, if you want to make your damage, oh, one sec. What did you roll? 2 damage on zombie 9. Hang on, I'll take that off him.
Because it should do it in one go, shouldn't it?
Yeah, and then which will make a difference for its whatever. So now if you do the damage now. Yay. There you go. So whenever you've got sneak attack, if you just click that first and then do the damage.
And does it always permanently be on me?
No, it's gone instantly. So
Okay.
if you look on the combat tracker, it'll show you what effects you've got on. So that one disappears after you roll.
That was me. Right?
It'll be a bit fiddly doing these effects now, but once you've got the hang of them, it'll make everything just go so much quicker and easier. And we'll get the hang of it. Okay, Warbling, you're up, mate.
Right, how far can I move again?
You can move 6 squares, I believe.
It was Gaz's inspiration, Kerry.
Well, go there then, and sort of charge in towards the other zombies, but as I can't get far enough, I just slice at the one who's nearby.
Good call. So, depending on how you want to do the targeting, you can either just drag and drop it onto the target, your attack.
I was just looking for the well, it hasn't got, for some reason, hasn't got the sword thing. Only
you
Right,
just
different
need
actions.
the if you get the dice. Oh, where's your sword gone? That's interesting.
Forgot your sword?
Sword's disappeared. We don't need that.
Is it because you haven't got it equipped?
It is because you haven't got it equipped. 1 second.
I see.
Let's
Come
equip
on.
the sword, shall we?
As a fighter, you should always remember to come with your sword in hand.
Yep,
So
definitely hits.
the equip thing is on your inventory tab. There's different little symbols next to all your items, and you can choose to equip them or not.
Right.
So yeah, that's cool. Excellent. Okay, so you did a total of 5 damage. It gets a save now. You hit it, it goes down to the ground, but
How many hit points have they got? Jeez.
saving throws 5 plus damage take. So 5 plus 5 is 10. On a con save, not charisma save. So you hit it and you think it should go down, but it gurgles and staggers backwards, still staying up.
Damn thing.
It has got 1 hit point there.
Doesn't matter. Gets to do that every single bloody time. They're proper resilient 5th edition zombies. They're terrible.
Is there anything we can do to remove that save?
Keep hitting him.
Just
Hit him really hard.
no, I don't know. Is there like a holy water or
I don't know. I just think it's just
not that
keep
we've
hitting
got
him.
it, but I mean,
Yeah.
something
I
we
believe
can-
it is just keep hitting him.
Come on, let's go first. Oh,
Oh,
I'll get before
me.
zombie. No, not
In that case, I've got to keep plugging away at this particular zombie, which I am currently targeting. So that's definitely
Nice.
a hit with a 20.
Let's see if the hunter's mark kicks in. Bloody dead.
No, didn't.
Roll your extra d6 for now. That's infuriating me somewhat because I got that working. I was testing it.
So that's 9 total damage. So that should be a DC 14 saving throw. Because I can't switch my hunter's mark until. I mean, it was working like last time, but the issue was whenever you cleared the effect, it was getting rid of the effect on me as well. So
Target zombie 9. Try it now. Try to roll damage now.
okay. No, it's only picking up the D8.
I'll. Oh, damn it! I'll work that out. Anyway, so it's just he's got a con save at 14.
Bloody hell. And I'll probably stay where I am because I'm nicely hustled up against the wall at the moment.
Hey.
Damn thing looks like he won't go down.
So, well,
Come on, Wobbly, take him down.
Can't wait until I get to the next level because then I can get like special moves and stuff.
Haha.
Those look so cool. I had a quick look at them. Where was the? No. There. Not charged.
DC 11.
Is it still standing or?
Sorry, DC 11. I was fiddling around with that fact. Sorry. Oh, just. So far you got one that stubbornly refuses to die.
This could be a long fight.
Mhm.
This one. Bloody hell. Are they susceptible to fire or anything? Oh no, we've burnt one of them. You did do fire on it.
We don't know. Out of character, I know, but we don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
We've got like area of effect things. We should probably try to get them in.
Our one person with the religion skill isn't here.
Yeah, and you haven't got turn dead yet. But anyway, Lionel, go for it, mate.
Let's keep trying.
Lots of screaming of aim for the head. It doesn't
Yes.
seem to work. Aim for it anyway.
So that's a DC 10. Nope.
Son Son of a.
Well, I think it's brilliant. Okay, end your turn if you don't want to do anything else. I think your bell should have rang as well, did it?
It did this time, yep. Yeah. The bat, you see, is Warbling within 5 feet of me or not? Because he's
I think you said the bat went 30 feet up.
It's
Not-
an
sorry,
owl and
warbling.
it's 30 feet up.
Oh, he's
Is-
not
is
bad anymore.
Warbler-
Oh, it's an owl.
not the bat. Warbling, is he within 5 feet of me or not?
No, he's
No,
10 feet
no.
away.
5 feet's 1 square away from you.
Can I go in the same square as the owl?
Yeah, it's high in the air.
Yeah. Okay. I'll sidestep to there just so I can use my ability if it needs to be used.
I appear to have just done a random 14 points of damage to a zombie.
Yeah, with the Hunter's Mark, you just need to apply that effect to yourself.
Well done, you.
Alright, number 6. Moves to there, they're getting closer.
Crap. Well, we don't know if they do a lot of damage though.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, is he?
Balin.
Keep missing track of how many squares they're moving.
Okay, let me just check.
4, I think.
1, 2, and attack this thing. It's lying on the ground.
Could be 5 actually.
I put this effect on.
Come on, get the burst damage out. It's the best chance we're getting a failed DC.
That's not
missed.
going to help.
I use my bonus action to disengage.
Do we all get bonus action, or is this a special thing?
You
for
do, but he gets that as he can use his bonus action to do that.
Because I've
Okay.
got a spell that says use
Oh, no.
as a bonus action.
That means you can
So
do
I
2
do
things in a
have-
go.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And that was it. That's me over. We enjoyed that fight. It was brilliant.
Runs in. Swish.
There may be many more to go.
Clemit's going to nail it.
Go claim it. Go claim
Oh,
it.
sorry. Same trick with the owl. And right, I should be just using the dice next to the spell, right?
Yeah, if you've got Zombie 9 targeted, so if you can see on your combat tracker, it should say target Zombie 9, which means you've got him as your thing. So yeah, whatever you roll, yeah, it'll be against him. Okay, great stuff. DC 7, 5, 12. He's got to get. I've got to fail this one day. No, I just refuse to fail. My dice hate you guys. I'm glad we started off like this.
Oh, hang on. Is that Divine Smite or Firebolt? Who did Divine
No,
Smite?
I did Divine Smite.
Right.
I'm ready for next time. Actually, can I turn it off? So, because I'll do it for my turn. I don't know if I can turn it off.
Zombie 9 gets to retaliate. Oh, beating me up.
Definitely going for Lionel and hits him.
Me?
Yeah.
Whack! Hits you, partially wounded. But you're up first.
I've done Divine Smite twice. How do you clear effects? Right, there we go.
You can clear your
So-
own effects as well if you want on there.
How?
The little head icon should open up all the effects, and then next to it there's like a little red circle.
Thank you. Yep.
So you should be able, yeah, take your own off if you need be.
Right. So Divine Smite. I think I'm not supposed to put on until after.
After what? Sorry.
Or do I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Hang on a minute.
Let me have a
When you
look
get
at
a
it.
creature, you can,
You can
expend
elect
one
to do it
spell
after you've
slot.
hit.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right. So I'm not going to do it yet. I'll take it off.
Okay, so do you want to take it off, or do you want me to take it off?
I'll try and do it if that's all right.
Yeah, cool. It's cool, because we're all just learning now, it's fine.
Hey, there we go.
Yay, nice one.
Right.
Well, still hits on a 9.
Oh, it
How these
hits.
things can hit.
So now do you want to apply your Divine Smite, is it?
Right, so if I apply Divine Smite,
Because this is where you sacrifice a spell slot, isn't it, to do Divine Smite?
Yeah.
see if it works. Where is it? Divine Smite.
If you put that on now, it should know the type of creature you're attacking, so it'll add the additional
So it should be
loads
two-
of damage.
Yes, there we go.
Okay,
We
now
wanted.
that's scuppered it. I don't think he can't actually make that save, I don't think. Oh, I think a 20
I think
is
if you
awesome.
check, he doesn't even try
Oh, yeah, you've gone well
It's
over
radiant.
because it's radiant damage.
Well done, yeah, splat. Basically, with the power of... Have you picked a god yet? Don't matter if you haven't.
I was looking through them, trying to work out which ones. Probably going to be. Was it? I've not got the list up now. Was it Helm? Something like that.
Helm,
Yeah,
Helm's a
Helm.
good one.
Helm.
Torm or
Guardian.
Helm are the big justice ones.
Yeah, Torm or Helm are usually the paladin types. Okay, well, with the power of your lord, you call down divine power and basically explodes in a hail of divine flame. Well, that got it. Do you want to move anywhere? Yeah, in
I will
there.
charge him.
Well done.
Right, you'll be sort of keeping those off. I'll go further up, I guess.
Zombie 5's deciding what to do.
Oh, yeah, that was me thinking it was someone else's go and then realising, oh, I'm the zombie. Well, he is a zombie, isn't he? Go for you, because you're there.
No.
Sorry. Oh, he misses you.
Ha.
Seville piling in on Lionel, but misses. Wobbling.
Right, well, I'm going to strike back at this thing who missed me. Where was that? Oh,
Oh, squished it.
yeah, but that thing's still standing.
There it is, I'm afraid. They're quite tough, these beasts. Alright, if you're done, if you want to end, you go.
Well, I'm wondering if, like, generally speaking, it might be because I've got this one thing where I can do a second action.
Oh, you sat in wind, yeah?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's generally a good idea to do it early in an encounter.
Up to you.
Depends what causes it to refresh. Is it once per long rest, once per short rest?
Long rest.
So you're only really going to get its use once per day. So it depends how. I mean, we're coming to close to the end of day because it's the evening on this one. So
Yeah. Right, I'm just going to use it. Try to hit that one again.
Battle Popular Strike.
Come on, die, you.
Ooh, heavily damaged. Not quite down, I'm afraid. Are you done?
Oh, yeah. Where is that?
If you kill one,
Yeah, Gaz managed to radiant damage one into the ground.
I did 26 damage to it in Radiant. Well and truly killed it.
I have no idea what I just did there.
11 damage.
30.
Very nice.
How did I get 2 purples?
Have you got sneak attack applied twice?
Shouldn't have. I only clicked it once.
And the second level, your sneak attack hasn't gone up to 2d6 yet, has it?
Yeah, it says effects 2d6.
Right.
Wow, this is surge noise.
That was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Okay, Balin. I'll let it stay. Well, it's got the effect 2d6 damage. Let me just have a look. Must have been applied twice, Balin.
Did it not clear off from the last time then?
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll give you 3 hits back. That was the last one on there.
This time I actually dragged from the 1d4 piercing onto the target. The last time I actually had it targeted and clicked it.
So hold on a minute. Let's try it again then. Do you want just Okay, zombie number 5.
Am I clear of the effect?
You have no effects on you. You click it
Click
just
it
once.
once. And jump.
Yeah, I can see it's saying 1d6 on there.
There you go. Yeah, it must have been on twice somehow. And it's cleared now automatically after the roll, so.
A
However.
lot worse roll though.
Good as the first roll now. The worse the damage though, because if it's applying all that stuff, it's.
Alright, you done?
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait a minute, moving. There we go. I forget that.
Eeny meeny, I'll go for warbling. Missed.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit.
Number 6 is on Lionel. Luckily, they're not very agile and good at hitting stuff. Glimmet, you're up. You've got zombie 5 targeted.
Yep. Owl swoops down and claws at its face and gives me a
Yay.
bit of a buzz.
I like your owl, he's cute.
Looks a bit too batty for me.
Just scratch him a bit. And you go if you're done.
Oh, sorry.
It's best if you end your turns because there's all sorts of reactions and bonus actions and all sorts, and I don't know when you're done.
Okay. I'm going to shoulder the bow and just pull out the 2 short swords because I'm thinking quantity over distance at this moment in time. I'll step up to assist Warblin on zombie 5. Do you get advantage or anything like that for flanking, or is it just normal?
I undecided. I think I'll put it in because it gets people moving around. I'm not really decided on the flanking thing, so yeah, I'll give you.
No problem.
I'll give you advantage there if you're exactly opposite. We'll play
Okay,
it like
I'm not at the minute, so that's not a problem. So if I need to put the hunter's mark on to zombie 5 still?
Now, if you put it on yourself, I think.
Okay, I've
Just
done
the
that.
way
It's
it
on
was.
me already, but
Yep, that'll work then.
okay. So I'll control click target 5.
Oh,
So all.
it's all right. Go ahead. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay, so first short sword misses. Second short sword doesn't miss.
You got 1 hit.
Why did we get the funny sound?
Because I rolled a 1. Oh, hang on, that should be 2 points less because that's an offhand short sword. I don't add my strength bonus to it. Or dex bonus even.
That's fine. You can set that up as a separate weapon, maybe. Have one as a.
I did have it on there before, but I think it got removed.
Don't worry.
I had an offhand short sword before.
Did you? Anyway, I'll give it 2 points back. But while he's dead anyway, isn't he? He needs to make a
10 points, DC 15. Bollocky, 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 bollocks.
my dice.
Zombie 2.
Zombie 2. Brains. Zombie 1. Well, he's miles away. Limit, you're up first.
Same again.
It looks like on his last legs, that one as well. Exceeded points by 4, so it's a 13 save. I don't think I've rolled beneath like 12 of them yet.
Yay! Okay, back to me. Same ones as before. So, oh no, you killed that one. Okay, I have to retarget then. I'm going to target zombie 4 instead, and she'll skip around in between the two powerful men, and first one. 8 damage. Second short sword strike. Oh, it still hits on an 8. Jeebus.
Wow.
And 11 damage, so 19
Nice.
damage total.
Good one. It's not quite dead though.
Okay. Oh, hello there, Mr. Gnome. I go over here, and I go, slicey, slicey. Is the effect on me? No. I'm going
Nope.
to click it once.
That's it. So you can see he's on your character now.
Click on that.
Nice roll.
Roll the piercing damage.
And he's going down. He has exceeded. Oh no, you've knocked it exactly to 0, I think, have you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have. So he's just going to make a DC 5 check. Will my luck hold out? No!
Excellent.
Well done.
The Pauline comes in and kill steals that one.
That's alright, we don't care.
The other one gets a bit closer. Lionel, you're up.
No.
So
Well,
they
7
have an
hits.
AC of 8. Right.
8 hits. Damn it.
8 hits, 7 doesn't.
Right, I'm going to run up to these bastards here and take a slice at zombie 2. Come on.
Wounded him.
I think we have to get them into the 20 hit points of damage range before they're at 0, so.
Yeah. This thing doesn't deal nearly enough damage. I mean, how much longer does my sword have to be?
Great sword.
Two-handed, but you've got a shield at the moment, haven't you? So
Yeah.
Go great sword. That's the way.
and you go,
Oh yeah.
and then 3 zombies.
Lionel taking the brunt of it.
It's fine. Can handle it.
Wow, 17 misses you,
Yep.
and 19 misses
Misses him.
you. Jeez, and I'm sitting here in the middle of you two with AC 14.
Oh,
Oh crap.
it's all good. 2 damage. That's my temporary hit points gone, so that's fine.
Okay, Sana will pirouette around 2, 3. So with 30-foot movement, I can get round to there without provoking attacks of opportunity.
You have advantage.
So I'm going to attack zombie 6. Take advantage on. Oh, hang on, that was the wrong thing.
If you stay within 5 feet of me, I help you in defense, by the way. Just
Okay, so 23 hits on the first one. System shock.
Yeah, I'm playing the system shot rules. I forgot to tell you. I think it's if you take over half your damage in one swing, something nasty happens sometimes.
Oh, okay. Even for undead, cool. And the second short sword. Miss. Oh, I didn't put advantage on that one. Hang on, I'll just roll a second time. Because it should be the higher.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage.
That's a hit.
Critical. It's a critical as well. How do I do that? Does it take that into account already?
It'll do it automatic, yeah.
whoa.
That hit. Because he's by 6, he's got to make a...
Double check. I'm assuming these are standard zombies.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that means they don't test.
Like he cuts his head off or something.
It's a radiant or a critical hit, they don't test.
Unless the damage is radiant or critical, you are correct. It dies. Well done.
Yay!
1 in 20 chance.
Well
Douche.
done, you. If I could hit, then I could do
One
my
for the
radiant
acrobatic
damage
girl
again.
with the 2 short swords.
Well done. Zombies are looking depleted now. Well done, Glimmet.
Altric plus Firebolt. Oh, it didn't do the advantage.
Well, it's a hit in either case, so doesn't matter. I guess. Oh, imagine you might get a crit.
Yeah, if you have to roll advantage, just roll it again because it's just you keep the highest.
Just roll it again, and if you hit, roll the damage again, I guess.
Oops, sorry, I rolled the wrong.
It's alright.
No, I rolled 2 that time because I had a tick. Look, forget it.
Well, it was-
It's like you're playing with your gran or something, isn't it?
Yeah, forget it, work.
you can still roll the damage again. I think we'll ignore that advantage one. Because I don't know whether the 1 or the 18 was next.
Well, I'm taking the 10, right, which hits, isn't it?
The 10 was a D, you roll the damage, it was
sorry.
D10.
Okay, look, let's start again.
Don't say that. You're going to roll a 2 and a 1 on the dice now, and it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I missed.
Well, no, you hit.
No,
Yeah.
You still hit on a 6, a 12.
How did I get plus 6?
Because it's your ranged spell attack, probably.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I think
You go, did get damage.
hang on, you've done 2 shots now.
Did 5 and 8 damage.
Yeah, that last 8 won't count, I don't think. But
Yeah, I think that first 5 covered it all right at the beginning.
But it's cool. It's all cool. Okay, zombie 2. He has a go at the Warbling,
Ooh.
the tank.
Well, I've learned that I can use my longsword with both hands and do more damage, and they don't seem to hit anyway. So I don't really need the shield.
Yeah, you've got versatility.
Yeah.
Good idea. So if you unequip your shield, so on your inventory tab, there's little icons down the right hand side, and there's one. That's the that's the stuff. Yeah, so it's in your backpack. It's taking your shield bonus off you, and you can
Die.
let me sort out your longsword a minute. 1 second.
How's the bloody gnome wizard got a higher armor class than I have?
I have good dex, and I have mage armor.
Mage armor, that's what it is. What's your dex?
That's 3.
That's quite good.
There you go.
Don't tell him anything. Keep top secret. Plan to kill you. That's what he's asking these questions for.
Okay, so you drop your shield and go at it two-handed. Okay, and end your turn if you're done, please.
They're just damage sponges.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
They are damage sponges.
Just.
Wait a minute. If I disengage, I don't get full movement again, do I?
No, it just disengage just means all movement for that round won't provoke attacks of opportunity.
So I have to go with 5 and then 1 backwards. So 4 and then 1 backwards.
That's it.
Make 5.
It's weird. You could kick off disengage before you're engaged, and then none of your movement for that round provokes attacks of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Lie.
Don't understand that, what you just said.
That's all that disengage does. It essentially, you can use your bonus action to use the disengage action, and for the entire round, your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh, I thought disengage meant you left the combat.
Well, you'd have to be leaving to provoke an attack of opportunity anyway, but the point is you could do it before you do anything else, so that you can do that. If you're in base to base with an enemy, then you disengage as your first thing. You can move away from it.
Yeah, then join in the combat somewhere else.
Yeah, theory.
That's how I thought you meant. Don't matter.
Meanwhile, Lionel goes in with his radiant damage again, and the zombie.
To kill it.
Hopefully.
If not, I've just wasted my radiant. No, you don't get a save.
Damn it. I'd fail the save anyway if it's any consolation. It does
No, we wasted a saving throw.
Well, no, I wouldn't have done that much damage anyway.
Yeah.
Near that much damage. So that's all right. We're down to 2. We can take these out now. Whew, I'm going to move in on them.
Oh, that's quick. That's the first time I've got to go first. That quick.
Because we're on random, innit?
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Good.
4, 5.
It's so you, that character is, most. Alright.
The only issue with disengage is when you start leveling up and you get the abilities that let you do other things with bonus actions.
Yeah.
And you start going, but I want to do that, but I want to disengage as well.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Fireball.
Yeah,
It's great. We're hitting on 3s. It's wonderful.
Oh, wait. Well,
He is. No, he got 9 because he got +6 to his 3.
Yeah.
just passes it.
So do I have advantage? Is that what you said? Or not?
You need to be directly opposite on the other side to get advantage. So you can.
No,
so you
no,
can-
you tell us.
Well,
No,
you
don't
can
worry
step.
about
You can still. You can move anytime you want, so you can still step there.
it. Don't want to. If I step,
Afraid you might get pooed on by an owl.
if I step there, can I step back again after I've hit?
Yeah, you can. Do you move whenever you want during your turn? So you can. Yeah, you can move around there, whack it, and step back again. That's fine. Oh, and he needed it as well. Yeah, he just hit.
All right. We don't make fun of you.
He would have hit on the 5 as well.
Would he? Yeah, all right. Then.
Yeah. 5 had 5.
Okay, I didn't do much.
Might be enough.
Just like the island you're kissing.
Oh, it is enough.
Yay. Okay, I won't move there then.
One zombie left, and it says go. He's going to attack Lionel because he doesn't like him.
Oh, come on. You're not
And he
letting me
hits
use
him.
my ability at all.
And he hits
Ooh,
you.
heavy damage. Ouch.
It's fine.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get to a flanking position, so I'll have to go there. I could have done, but it would have provoked an attack of opportunity off of Zombie 1, and I don't want to do that. So, darts around, acrobatically moves around the heavily armoured Mr. Dawn, and strikes at the zombie with both of her curvy short swords.
Does it cost you anything to change weapons in this game?
Nope.
Okay, good. Means I can use my bow.
Yep, you can switch around as whatever you feel like. Ooh, lots of damage.
So that's a total of 16 damage.
Impressive.
And go Warblin, do the coup de grace.
Right.
Set you up for him.
Doesn't know how to spell it. Is yours do? Do you sneak attack?
No, I've got Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Exceeded it.
Let's stay.
Did you hit it dead? Yeah, I think you hit it dead on its. Yeah,
Yeah, it can't be far off because I did what?
yeah, it's past.
16, that's on 23.
Yeah, and
So
he had
about
23
30.
hits, so you've just knocked him.
Still up.
Yeah, just.
Kill steal it. You know you want to.
Go owl. Go owl.
That's a pretty good kill steal. He needs like a 13 or something. And he fails. He goes down in a ball of fire. Okay, as you look around in the carnage, you see the other guards around have helped quell the tide of basically wandering zombies. One of the guard comes up to you and wipes a sort of bloody hand across his face, which just sort of smears blood across his face. Well fought there. I've not seen you people before.
Oh, you can meet us again if you buy us some ale in this tavern right behind us.
Well, he says, looking around at the corpses, there's a bounty of 10 silver on each of those, you know.
Ooh. We've killed 7 of them.
I love how he was counting.
How many did we kill? I just made 7 up because I.
It was 7, yeah.
Yeah, it was 7. I think they were numbered 1 to 7.
Oh, right, okay. Literally just made that number up.
Well, if you see the guard in the tower there with him, he'll be able to pay you.
Off to the tower! Where is it? Point the direction.
It was just back the way you came. It's the main tower leading sort of back into Malar's throat. So from that, I guess you'll notice two things: as the jungle outside is hostile. It looks like the wall here does serve a purpose. It's like they're sort of besieged by undead almost here, and also that it's quite a mercenary type city that they sort of wall themselves in and aren't too fussed about those and those who haven't got money. It looks like money talks here.
How often do these attacks take place, Captain?
Oh, it varies well, sometimes it's once a week, sometimes more frequently.
And where do the creatures hail from? Do they just rise up out of the ground, or has anybody traced them back to a source?
A source. Well, you're looking back at the rather tragic past. Some guardian necromancer or lich or death watch night thing, Razni or something, I think he called him. He got a big army of them and lost control of it, and there's just been undead around here ever since, especially around the east of the island. The mercenaries at Blurian Force, the Flaming Fist, are here helping, as are the Order of the Gauntlet. Led a couple of expeditions they have down the river. Fort Vengeance or something like that they're at.
There's a fort in the jungle?
The Order of the Gauntlet, don't know if you've heard of them, paladins and the like. They are helm and torm worshippers out to try and defeat the undead. Don't know how
Lionel as he says paladin.
Don't know how well they've got on though.
Snap. What was the order? Order of the
Order of the Gauntlet. You'll have heard of the Order of the Gauntlet. It's a organisation of like-minded people who seek to sort of destroy evil and rid the realms of evil. Mainly paladins and people who worship Torm and Helm tend to number highly amongst their ranks. A fairly altruistic organisation, though very militant. Use cold steel to solve their problems.
Well, it seems that it was lucky that we chose the Thundering Lizard for our place to stay.
I think the people of Malar's Throat are the ones that are lucky that you chose the Thundering Lizard as a place to stay.
Talking about thundering lizards and stuff like that, forget we have to go and see this Jasmine. Maybe this will help get an introduction.
It's a possibility. Captain, how would anybody go about getting an audience with one of the merchant princes?
Well, a lot of them
Jessamine,
have...
for instance.
Jessamine. Well, you want to be careful with that one, but if you want to see an audience with them, around the area of Golden Throne, if you go here, swing a left, a big tall building towards the north of the city. You can't.
With the gold top.
That's the one. Yeah. That's like their council chambers. They all meet there, but around that area, very well to do. Where they all have mansions around there. They all live in that area.
I imagine they're not. They're not letting anyone just about anyone in.
I imagine not. But if you went to Golden Throne, you could ask for an audience. Depends, I imagine, what you have to offer them.
Thank you.
Life.
Wait, you said something about being careful with Jessamine? Anything in particular you need to watch out for?
Well, let's just say if someone here wants someone gotten rid of, Jessamyn's the person with the authority and the contacts to do it.
Well, thank you very much for that information.
I'm glad we could help.
I'm glad you could too. Safe travels.
What?
Me and the pirate were going to the docks, and you were going to see Jasmine. Remember?
Well, we weren't actually going to see Jessamyn this evening, because I don't think we'll be able to, but we were going to ask around. Might be too late for the dogs now, but go ahead.
It's never too late
By
for
what
the
time?
dogs.
What night? What time was it? I thought it was like early.
No, it was late.
It's a bit between early and late. I guess it's about sort of 8 o'clock ish now. I guess the
8 a.m.?
the light's fading, but it's still
No,
light.
PM.
PM. Yeah.
Oh, well, the docks are better at night anyway.
Indeed.
And it looks like the more people we talk to here, the more we find out there are groups locally who, well, a number of us looking towards Warblin and Lionel, certainly have potential inroads with.
Certainly.
No use hanging around here.
And I think being a meanie, I think about half 10, 20 to 11, we'll leave it there because I need my beauty sleep. Thanks for playing. That was an interesting introduction.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it's cool. There's lots going on here, more than I was expecting.
One thing I was surprised about with Tomb of Annihilation is just how big it is. It's massive. There's so much going on. And it's all just essentially a sandbox for most of it. I mean, the end of the quest is, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but it sort of leads you to that point. But there's so much sandboxy in here, you can really do it your own way, really.
So does anything bad happen, like if you completely ignore the main quest?
No.
Probably people start dying.
Yeah, people die.
Okay, so it's not. This is not like a Bethesda game.
No.
Well, in Bethesda, if you end up ignoring the main quest and do other stuff, then the main quest gets harder when you actually get back to it because it's scaled accordingly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think the only thing that it probably would make me cry if you wanted to ignore everything and go somewhere else, because I've got this is all prepared.
Sorry, really. Yeah, let's not go.
Go back to
It
Baldur's
is a
Gate.
silly place.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. You'll hear me sobbing somewhere in the background. I've spent weeks preparing this island.
Depends
how good your dice rolls are.
I keep losing track of where my various values were, so I can't remember if I started the session on 727 XP or not.
Well, I'm going to give you
Assuming
some.
not, because it has been awarded XP, I can see.
I am going to give you role-playing exp though.
Did we get XP? Where's that show?
No. We did, but Barlin's not part of the party sheet, so he's missed out.
Yes, I am a part of the card.
No, you're not. The XP was shared between Vilona, Sana, Lionel, Glimmet, and Warblin.
Oh, yes,
You
it
are not part
was.
of the party sheet.
Also, I was sure it was on over
I think-
700
I
XP
think-
already.
Vilona's been taken off and hasn't been taken off, and you haven't.
What?
You have.
You removed the wrong person?
He did.
But to be fair, Vilona was
Sorry.
here, so I don't know. Does she not get the XP?
I will in this instance. Just as a general rule, I don't like going back and retconning stuff. So if I make a mistake, I'll generally just get on with it.
Mistakes are made.
But I will give Barlin the expo. How much expo do you get? 70. But Barley,
I get 20. 20, did you say?
Well, 70.
70 exp.
That's weird.
70 exp and 14 SP if you want to put them on your character sheet. And we'll just...
I'm a bit confused as to how the XP works, because it says, I have 727 XP and then next
What's
level.
SP?
What's your next level say?
300.
Yeah, you need to adjust it manually. It's 900 for third level.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do that auto.
That explains it.
So I have to add on the 70 XP?
Add 70 XP to yourself, yeah, if you would, please. Sorry about that.
And that Badger's being on 727 as well answers the right question because that means that should be on the same amount as him.
Yeah.
I get 14 silver.
And you were saying you were going to add some more because we have the role playing or something? Before you forget?
Absolutely, yeah.
Put me on the sheet.
You
before
might
do
want to
this
put
this time.
Barlin on first.
Oh,
Unless there's
Unless
a reason.
you don't think he was any good.
I was the best.
yeah, we've put him.
I went in, shoved my daggers, and then ran back again. I was
We're talking about
perfect.
role playing, just then role playing, not the combat tactics. But zombies are horrid.
I asked a lot of questions according to my my thing.
Woo!
Yeah,
Oh, you lot all have gone up, won't you?
It was quite a social session, really.
Wow, yeah. Okay.
That means I leveled up, I think.
I didn't.
Ditto Majig.
I didn't.
Should have though, but I did.
Right. For reference, 2,700 for level 4.
Does it triple each time then?
No.
Gets
Okay.
bigger and bigger.
Because then it's 6,005, then it's 14,000, then it's 23,000, then it's 34,000, then it's 48,000. It goes up, but not necessarily triple. So 2,700.
Oh, that's a bit odd. Why some of you are 3 and some of you are still 2nd?
Because
Oh,
some
they-
people didn't do both.
Yeah, I didn't
With
play
the same character.
first one.
Ah,
Barlin, or Durak played Barling, and who was the other character
Durak.
last time?
Yeah,
Durak.
Durak.
I didn't want to. I wanted because I wanted to try out. See what the fighter was like because the stats were so awesome.
he is ace. I'm surprised you're not playing with him. He's cool.
Yeah, because no one else wanted to play a rogue, so
How much was
Plus,
it?
he's an a-hole.
he's not. He's just evil.
Exactly. He's an a-hole.
This guy's nicer